Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon. If you're new to the channel, I basically just talk about cartoons every day, and today that happens to be Justice League Action's US premiere. Let's get this out of the way as quickly as possible. This wasn't the Teen Titans Go equivalent for the Justice League, so you all can rest easy for now folks. Put down your pitchforks, and you can pick them back up the next time your jimmies are wrestled. Because for the moment, Justice League Action is shaping up to be an incredibly fun superhero action cartoon, right up there with even the original. Maybe. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. What we got last night was a fun-filled hour of almost non-stop action and legitimately funny comedy. In fact, I'm not even sure where to begin. I've never been good at reviewing hour-long episodes, or 4 episodes in one technically, so forgive me if I wander a little. If you were worried about the comedy, then these 4 episodes hopefully squash those for now, because almost every bit of comedy landed perfectly. And the action scenes were so good. When you see moments like these, you know the show is going to have some amazing action and fighting sequences to look forward to. And oh my god, the show looks gorgeous. I was already fairly enamored with the art direction because I have a passing knowledge of the artist they're basing it on. He's done some covers and sexy pinups of comic book ladies in the past. It's also a little slightly reminiscent of the art style for Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. So yeah, I was gonna love it either way, but it definitely looks even better in motion. Plus, and I don't care if it's weird, but this is hands down the most attractive version of Wonder Woman ever. She's probably got the best design out of any of the JLA characters here. Now, let's switch back to the comedy, because again, this was something that worried many people, even myself for a little bit. Maybe it was justified, maybe it wasn't. Either way, I think this hour-long special dispelled any fears that this would be Teen Titans Go with a Justice League skin. Every segment of the special did have plenty of jokes, whether in the form of quips or just outright humor. The funniest moment was definitely this one with Plastic Man, who has always been a comedic character.
Are you still wearing my boots?
They're comfortable.
But in my opinion, it never reaches a moment where it's over the top or awful. The only line that made me slightly cringe was Superman making a reference to leaping buildings in a single bound. It just didn't feel like an organic line he'd ever say, and his voice actor played it extremely straight, so it sounded even worse. That's obviously a small nitpick, of course. While we're on the subject of nitpicking, the only other ones I had were some of the choice of voices. For me, it was hard to grow accustomed to Black Adam or Parasite's voice actors. They just didn't match the characters. But that again is just a slight nitpick and doesn't really impact my enjoyment of this special. What really had me scratching my head a tiny bit is what I perceived as a continuity error. At the end of the first episode, Classic Rock, the Wizard sends Black Adam to the far reaches of the galaxy, yet later in the episode, A Bait and Switch, he somehow was imprisoned in the Earth? I'm not sure if I just misunderstood or what, but this felt like the writers making a mistake. It's not such a huge glaring mistake that it left a sour taste in my mouth or anything, but it does earn that episode a black mark in my opinion. Also, for a show that's going to be 11-minute episodes, there was quite a bit of continuity on display here. That may just be due to it being 4 episodes combined into one special meant to serve as the introduction to the show, but it does give me some slight hope that the future episodes may sometimes stretch out a particular story across a couple or more episodes. I'd have an easier time handling the short runtime. In that way, maybe making the first 4 episodes flow into each other was a mistake. The showrunners are basically showing how cool it would be for there to be episode-spanning plots, and then they're ripping that away for short contained episodes done in 11 minutes. Hopefully I'm wrong and each episode will still be amazing. I have some high hopes based on what I've seen so far. Another plus is just the sheer number of DC characters they packed into these 4 episodes. You've got the most recognizable ones like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, but you also get to see Booster, Gold, Swamp Thing, and Shazam. Like Justice League and Justice League Unlimited before, this show is going to introduce a whole new generation to some of DC's coolest characters that the movies just aren't getting around to yet. And of course, us fans who know these obscure characters are probably going to be so happy to see them get some love for once. Just in the next flipping episode, we're going to get an episode about Space Cabbie, Hawkman, Lobo, and Mr. Mind. Justice League action, quite honestly, shattered my expectations, and they were fairly high to begin with. Almost everything just synced up so nicely. The action was on point, the voice acting talent was great, minus a few characters miscasted, and most importantly, it was a fun time. If you haven't yet watched it, then please do so. I doubt you'll be disappointed unless you're just playing hard to please. Let's just hope the remaining 48 episodes are just as good as these first 4. If there's anything I somehow left out in my review, which is bound to happen when going over an hour-long cartoon, let me know. We can discuss it down in the comments. And please feel free, in fact, you are encouraged to leave your own opinion on this special down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. And not to be a buzzkill, but also please check the description and comments for the GoFundMe to help my family cover our legal fees of going to court as part of a custody battle to keep my niece. My family would really appreciate the help. Thanks for watching, and take care.